Krebs cycle or TCA cycle or citric acid cycle. Krebs cycle was discovered by Hans Krebs. That's why it is called as a Krebs cycle or TCA cycle. TCA means tricarboxylic acid cycle. Three carboxylic compounds are formed. That's why carboxylic groups are formed. That's why it is called as a tricarboxylic acid. And the first formed product is citric acid in this cycle. Hence it is called as citric acid cycle. Generally, when you see the Krebs cycle, the details of the Krebs cycle was given by Sir Hans Krebs in 1937 based on O2 consumption in Pigeon breast muscles. It is operated in the matrix of mitochondria. Krebs cycle is also called as aerobic respiration because this cycle is operated in the presence of O2. The first formed product here is citric acid and the end product is oxaloacetic acid. In the entire cycle, 6 NADH2, 2 FADH2, 2 ATP, 4 CO2 and the entire cycle produces 24 ATP molecules. Here the Krebs cycle in prokaryotes occur in the cytosol in bacteria and other organisms. Here you can see the process of Krebs cycle. Krebs cycle is operated in the inner chamber of mitochondria matrix in eukaryotes. Krebs cycle in prokaryotes occur in cytosol. The details of Krebs cycle was given by Sir Hans Krebs in 1937 in Pigeon breast muscles. Krebs cycle is also called as citric acid cycle because the first formed product in Krebs cycle is citric acid. Krebs cycle is also called as tricarboxylic acid cycle because 3 carboxylic compounds are formed in each component because citric acid is a tricarboxylic 6 carbon compound. When you see the salient features of TCA cycle, acetyl-CoA is the versatile molecule and it is a connecting link between glycolysis and Krebs cycle. Acetyl-CoA is the starting point for Krebs cycle. Oxaloacetic acid is the end point for Krebs cycle. Acetyl-CoA is produced from carbohydrates from pyruvic acid, fats from fatty acids, and proteins from some amino acids. In Krebs cycle, the end product is the water and carbon dioxide. The entire cycle, 4 water molecules are formed. Here you can see in Krebs cycle, the glucose in glycolysis, the glucose is converted into 2 molecules of pyruvic acid. This pyruvic acid is converted into acetyl-CoA by undergoing decarboxylation as well as dehydrogenation. Here the NAD is reduced into NADH2 and the pyruvic acid is converted into acetyl-CoA molecule. This acetyl-CoA molecule is a versatile component in between the glycolysis and Krebs cycle. Glucose is converted into 2 pyruvic acid molecules. This pyruvic acid is not able to directly enter into the Krebs cycle. First of all, this pyruvic acid goes decarboxylation as well as dehydrogenation. The NAD is reduced to NADH2 and the decarboxylase, with the help of decarboxylase, the CO2 is released. That means it undergoes decarboxylation as well as dehydrogenation. The pyruvic acid is converted into acetyl-CoA. Acetyl-CoA is the versatile molecule. It enters into the Krebs cycle. Here you can see the pyruvic acid enters into the mitochondrial matrix and it is not directly utilized by Krebs cycle. Pyruvic acid loses a molecule of carbon dioxide by decarboxylation, and NAD is reduced to NADH2 in the presence of an enzyme pyruvate dehydrogenase. The remaining product is called acetyl group tagged with coenzyme and forms acetyl-CoA. Acetyl-CoA is a versatile molecule in between the glycolysis and Krebs cycle. Here you can see the structure of Krebs cycle. Here the Krebs cycle starts with acetyl-CoA molecule. This acetyl-CoA molecule is formed from the pyruvic acid. This acetyl-CoA molecule combines with oxaloacetic acid and it forms into citric acid. Citric acid is the first formed product. That's why Krebs cycle is also called as citric acid cycle. This citric acid is a tricarboxylic 6-carbon compound. This citric acid is converted into cis-aconitic acid. This cis-aconitic acid is converted into isocitric acid. Isocitric acid is converted into oxalosuccinic acid. Oxalosuccinic acid is converted into alpha-ketoglutaric acid. Alpha-ketoglutaric acid is converted into succinyl-CoA. Succinyl-CoA is converted into succinic acid. Succinic acid is converted into fumaric acid. Fumaric acid is converted into malic acid. Once malic acid is converted into oxaloacetic acid. This oxaloacetic acid is the end product and citric acid is the first formed product. This oxaloacetic acid once again combines with acetyl-CoA to forms into citric acid. That's why the first formed product is citric acid. The Krebs cycle is also called as citric acid cycle. Here you can see a common code is where I have developed a mnemonic for the entire Krebs cycle. A common code is over the knee. Some people suck and filled with malic acid and oxaloacetic acid. Here A means acetyl-CoA. It is formed from the pyruvic acid. It is a versatile component in between the glycolysis and Krebs cycle. Here A means acetyl-CoA. Common means citric acid. Citric acid is the first formed product in Krebs cycle. And cis-aconitic acid. Here the citric acid goes for isomerization. It converts into cis-aconitic acid, isocitric acid. IS means isocitric acid. The over means oxalosuccinic acid. And here you can see the Ni means alpha-ketoglutaric acid. Some means succinyl-CoA. Suc means succinic acid. Filled means fumaric acid. Malic means malic acid. Oxaloacetic acid. Oxaloacetic acid is the end product in glycolysis in Krebs cycle. The pyruvic acid is the end product of glycolysis. Acetyl-CoA is the starting point of Krebs cycle. The products formed in Krebs cycle includes 6 NADH2. In single cycle, 3 NADH2 is formed. In entire operation, 6 NADH2 molecules are produced. It produces one single NADH2 molecule will produce 3 ATP. That's why 6 into 3, you will get 18 ATP. 2 FADH2 molecules is produced. That's why 1 FADH2 gives rise to 2 ATP. 2 into 2, you will get 4 ATP. 2 GTP. GTP means here the guanine triphosphate is converted into adenosine triphosphate. It converts into ATP. Total ATP in entire cycle is 24 ATP is produced. 4 carbon dioxide molecules are produced in Krebs cycle. Sir Hans Krebs awarded Nobel Prize in 1953 for his great work. Here you can see the steps in Krebs cycle. First and foremost step is condensation. Acetyl-CoA combines with the oxaloacetic acid to form the citric acid in the presence of an enzyme citrate synthetase. CoA is released. Here, oxaloacetic acid combines with water molecule to form the, and within in the presence if acetyl CoA in the presence of an enzyme, citric acid is converted into citric acid and CoA is released. That is, coenzyme is released. This is called condensation. You can see the next product is dehydration. Dehydration means the removal of water molecule, citric acid in the presence of an enzyme aconitase. It converts into cis-aconitic acid by releasing water molecule. The removal of water molecule from the substance is called dehydration. This citric acid undergoes dehydration and releases water molecule. In the presence of an enzyme aconitase, it converts into cis-aconitic acid and the reaction is called dehydration. Dehydration means the removal of the water molecule from the component is called dehydration. Here, hydration. Hydration means adding of water molecule. Here, hydration means this is aconitic acid. In the presence of aconitase, it undergoes hydration. Means water molecule is tagged with the cis-aconitic acid to forms into isocitric acid. Cis-aconitic acid undergoes hydration. That means water molecule is added. In the presence of an enzyme aconitase, it converted into isocitric acid. Dehydrogenation. Dehydrogenation is the removal of hydrogen ions. Here, isocitric acid will undergo dehydrogenation. Here, NAD is reduced into NADH2 in the presence of an enzyme isocitric acid dehydrogenase. This converts the NAD is reduced to NADH2. The isocitric acid is converted into oxalosuccinic acid. The reaction is called dehydrogenation. Dehydrogenation is nothing but the removal of hydrogen ions from the component is called dehydrogenation. Decarboxylation. Here you can see the name itself indicates the decarboxylation means the removal of carbon dioxide from the component is called decarboxylation. The oxalosuccinic acid undergoes decarboxylation. It removes the carbon dioxide from the product in the presence of an enzyme called decarboxylase and it converts into alpha ketoglutarate acid. Alpha ketoglutarate acid. Next, you can see the sixth reaction is dehydrogenation and decarboxylation. Dehydrogenation is nothing but the removal of hydrogen ions, and decarboxylation means the removal of carbon dioxide molecules. Here, the alpha ketoglutarate acid undergoes decarboxylation as well as dehydrogenation. The alpha ketoglutarate acid undergoes decarboxylation in the presence of enzyme decarboxylase and give rise to carbon dioxide. Here, the alpha ketoglutarate acid also undergoes dehydrogenase. Here, it can releases the hydrogen ions. These hydrogen ions tagged with the NAD is reduced into NADH2 by means of an enzyme called dehydrogenase and it converts into succinyl CoA. Alpha ketoglutarate acid undergoes dehydrogenation and decarboxylation. In decarboxylation, in the presence of decarboxylase, it removes the carbon dioxide and it converts into succinyl CoA by the process of dehydrogenation and decarboxylation. Next, you can see the phosphorylation. Phosphorylation is nothing but the adding of phosphate molecule to ADP. Here, succinyl CoA and under the presence of succinic thiokinase, the ADP is converted into ATP and it forms into succinic acid as well as coenzyme is released. This is called phosphorylation. Phosphorylation means the adding of phosphate molecules to ADP and converts into ATP. Here succinyl-CoA undergoes phosphorylation, and under the presence of succinic thiokinase, the ADP is converted into ATP by releasing the inorganic phosphate. It tagged with ADP and forms into ATP and forms into succinic acid, as well as coenzyme is released. Next one is dehydrogenation. Dehydrogenation means the removal of hydrogen components from the substance is called dehydrogenation. This succinic acid undergoes dehydrogenation in the presence of an enzyme called succinic acid dehydrogenase and converts into fumaric acid. Here FAD is reduced to FADH2. Next one is hydration. Hydration means adding of water molecule to the substance is called hydration. Fumaric acid undergoes hydration and it tagged with the water molecule in the presence of an enzyme called fumarase. It converts into malic acid. Once again, I am telling the fumaric acid tagged with water molecule in the in the presence of an enzyme fumarase, it converts into malic acid. This entire process we call as hydration. Hydration means the adding of water molecule to the substance. Next one is the dehydrogenation. Dehydrogenation, the malic acid, under the presence of malic acid dehydrogenase, it converts into oxaloacetic acid. The NAD is converted into reduced to NADH2. This is called dehydrogenation. Dehydrogenation means the removal of hydrogen components from the process we call as dehydrogenation. Malic acid is converted into oxaloacetic acid by means of dehydrogenation. Here, malic acid releases the hydrogen ions. These hydrogen ions reduces the NAD into NADH2. The malic acid is converted into oxaloacetic acid by means of an enzyme called malic acid dehydrogenase. Here you can see what are the enzymes which are involved in Krebs cycle. There is a mnemonic one more mnemonic means canic is future mother. Canic is future mother means citrate synthetase, aconitase, isocitrate dehydrogenase, decarboxylase, alpha ketoglutaric acid dehydrogenase, succinic thiokinase, as well as the here you can see the succinate dehydrogenase, fumarase, and malic acid dehydrogenase. This is the gist about the Krebs cycle. Thank you for watching. We will see in next video also. Thank you for watching.